couple days ago, the channel hit 3,000 subscribers. The day after that, the channel gained 20 more subscribers. And then the day after that, the channel gained 30 more subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for the support on the movement, on the channel. And the crazy part is, this is just the beginning. Yo, what is going on, my people? Welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you for showing out, bringing the energy, bringing the vibe to the channel once again. I appreciate you guys, and if you're new to the channel, my name is Jeroy. So, back with another video. Kind of rainy day over here in Houston, Texas. Obviously, as you guys saw, started my day off with a smoothie. Of course, a smoothie a day, fuel the body, keep the mind sharp. Now, for those of you that haven't followed the channel, you know it's mainly positioned around a better lifestyle. Whether it's your mentality, whether it's physically, getting inside of the gym, doing some type of athletics, or health. You know, the things we put in our body, like a smoothie or two, right? And I've been able to interact with so many amazing people through my videos, being you guys, and also through my Houston, Texas videos, sharing my lifestyle, my experience living in a new city with you guys. I have interacted with so many amazing people. And recently on my Instagram, I asked if any of you guys have any questions about my experience, my life living in Houston, Texas. Go ahead and ask some questions, and I'm gonna answer some of the questions throughout a video. You guys ask a lot of freaking questions. A lot of questions. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna combine the two and make a dope video for you guys. Of course, let's start off with something motivational, something positive, the quote of the day. All right, so let's go. First question is, what do you hate most about Houston traffic? Now, for those of you that don't know, I live in the city of Houston, Texas. I live in the Mecca, so obviously you get traffic here and there. And what I hate most is that time is already against us, and then traffic already makes it worse. And then sometimes it could be something so little, like maybe a tire on the road, maybe somebody trying to cross over and cut people off, that will slow down everybody else. So what do I hate most about Houston traffic? Probably the idiots that are on the road. Next, what was the biggest determining factor in your choice of Houston specifically? Now, I feel like when anybody moves to a new city, you want to be comfortable, right? And I mentioned before that before I moved here, I was already probably been here like 7 to 10 times, maybe even more than that. I have a whole lot of family down here. So when I knew I wanted to change, I knew I wanted to move to a new city. I wanted to move somewhere I was comfortable at first. And I'm like, okay, Houston, I already know what you're about. I'm already acclimated with a lot of people and a lot of things here. I know what Houston got to offer. Houston. Let's get it popping. Third question, how long does it take to find an apartment in Houston if you live in a different state? I would say that all depends on how proactive you are on your search. You know, I've had a lot of conversations with people. Some people, they found an apartment within weeks. Some people, it took them a couple months. It really depends on what you're looking for and how specific you want something to be once you move here. I always tell people, if you can get to the city before you actually move here, experience it, drive around, see some of the areas, then that will make you feel more comfortable in your decision. But I think that really just comes down to how proactive you are on your search. Like I said, it being a rainy day, this is not really one of those days where I really want to be in. Okay, so let's try that again. This is not really one of those days where I really want to be in the gym. I mean, I'm excited to be there, but since it's so rainy and stuff, I mean, I could actually chill at the crib and do a bunch of other things as well. But when the vision is clear, when you know what you want in life and it's literally haunting you, you gotta get after it. You literally have no choice. It's part of the discipline now. Okay, I've gotten this question a lot about Houston, Texas, is are you worried about flooding? I haven't been worried about flooding because I've lived in apartments, and obviously your apartment is not gonna be flooded for the most part. It's usually homes, and Houston is always like building new stuff to prepare for what's happening in the city. Now, this is a parking garage, as you guys can see. There's a lot of sewers here for drainage, and the way the parking garage is built, I think by failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. So if you're gonna move into a new home or move into a new apartment complex, make sure you get as much information as you can, whether it's from the realtor or the front desk, about how everything goes down when it rains or when a hurricane happens. That way, you're prepared. Preparation is key. Okay, next question is, what are some good areas to move to? That really depends on what you're looking to get out of the city. If you're looking more for like a family type of area, I would suggest like Katy, Texas, maybe Sugar Land, Texas, or the Woodlands. If you're looking more for like the city feel, I would suggest maybe downtown South Houston. Downtown South Houston are like the best areas when you're trying to get the city feel, in my opinion. Okay, so good back and biceps workout. It's a pretty good workout considering the type of day. Besides walking in the men's locker room to wash my hands and yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Y'all should already know. So I'm gonna answer a couple more questions right now. One question I got is how to find apartments, a place to live when moving to Houston, but you don't know anyone there. You could follow a page on Instagram called Smart City Houston, Texas, and they'll show you a bunch of apartments. They'll show you the amenities, they'll show you the price, they'll show you the location. And if you follow that page, it will recommend you to more pages that help you with finding a location in Houston. Another question that actually is similar to this one, basically everything you could think of on moving, a job, a car, a house with times, that's a lot. As far as a job, I mentioned this before too, you can go on Indeed.com, I-N-D-E-E-D, I put it on the screen, Indeed.com. That is how I found majority of my jobs from New York to here. Okay guys, so currently a new day. I originally wanted to film this video outdoors, but like I said previously, it was nasty outside, it was rainy outside. So I took it upon myself today, on a day where it's more sunny, to come out here in Houston, embrace the weather, embrace the city, and answer the rest of these questions for you guys. Now, one thing I want to bring up before I answer some more questions is the best way to learn is from experience. And I get tons and tons of Houston, Texas questions all the time on my Instagram, and a lot of the time it's people asking me about everything. Cost of living, jobs, cars, food, women. The best way to learn is from experience, and I'm gonna keep it authentic and tell you that I don't know all the answers. I'm telling you guys from my experience, and I'm doing my best to help you guys out, but I feel like a lot of people want all the answers before they move, and the best way to learn is from experience. So come experience the city, and then you'll find out a lot of these answers yourself. But I'm always gonna do my best to give you guys the best answers and give you guys that value you deserve. So let's get started. All right, so I got a great question right here. I love this question. What are some of your favorite restaurants and attractions? Now, a lot of you guys know I'm on a plant-based diet, so obviously the restaurants I go to are vegan or plant-based. Now, Green Cuisine, I've taken you guys there before. Green Cuisine is amazing. Every time I go, I get the spicy chicken sandwich with the french fries, you know what I'm saying? That's the combination right there, so good. And another one is Pepper Tree Vegan Cuisine. It's a Chinese buffet, and everything there is plant-based and vegan. It's just an amazing place to be. As far as seafood, I know a lot of people love the seafood, and they come to Houston for the seafood. LA Crawfish was one of the first places I was introduced to, and they are really freaking good. Attractions, right now I'm at one of my favorite ones, Herman Park. I love the parks here because they're free, doesn't cost any money for you to be here. There's a lot of friendly people here. People jog, people ride bikes, ride skateboards. There's water, there's animals. It's just an amazing place to be. So I love the parks. The Houston Galleria Mall is also an amazing place to be. It's one of the biggest malls in the world, so there's always something to do there. And probably the last thing I would say is just the plazas in general, because I love being able to hit more than one store at a time, and there's a lot of plazas down here that have a lot to offer. So those are some of my favorite attractions. It's a great question. I plan on moving there after school, plan on moving to Houston. from Chicago. I have spoken to so many people from Chicago that are looking at Houston. That's crazy. How is it being a young black man there in Houston, Texas? It's been amazing, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're tall and handsome like me. Nah, but for real, let's answer the question. So it's amazing because it's diverse. Like, the city of Houston is a very diverse city. You can ask anybody. You get all different nationalities, all different ethnicities. I have spoken to so many people overseas that are looking at Houston. It has literally shocked me. So it's a very diverse city. You're not gonna really feel uncomfortable anywhere, I guess you could say, from my experience. Great question right here. Do you have any regrets about moving to Houston? Of course. I got about 10 regrets if you guys really want me to be honest with you. I'm just kidding. I don't have any regrets at all. It was literally probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I knew Houston was part of my journey before I actually lived here. I got Houston tatted on me before I actually moved here. And I think one of the #1 things we all need in our life is to get out of that comfort zone. Whether it's a job, a state you live in, a relationship, everybody needs to get out of that comfort zone in order to grow. And moving to Houston has made me grow. I have had no choice but to grow, to adapt, to be adaptable. Those of you that have been following the channel, you guys have seen a lot of my journey. You guys have seen me meet a lot of different people, go to different events, do different things around the city, feed the homeless with different influencers, and it's just been amazing down here. So I don't have any regrets at all. And I think that everybody needs to challenge themselves, because at the end of the day, if you've been in one spot your whole life, how are you gonna know who the ultimate you is? Well, that was scary. Now, better or worse money-wise, excuse the hair, man, excuse the hair, it's windy out here. Better or worse money-wise since moving there? Houston. Better, easily. And I'll tell you why. First, there's more jobs, right? There's more jobs, you know, being from upstate New York, which I say all the time. You can go on a site like Indeed.com and you see the basic jobs like carpenter or, you know, car dealership. And you come to Houston, you see jobs that you never even really knew were possible. Now, that doesn't mean, I've said this in the video before, that you're going to get the job. You still got to be persistent and work for the job. You know, everybody out here is competing for something, but there are a lot more jobs. Also, with there being a lot of people in the city, you can only imagine that there's so many different ways to monetize people, whether it's some type of service, you know, some type of merchandise, some type of item, product. And another way I would say is that there's so many different events. Like, you could sign up for a job for like a week. Say like the rodeo is about to go down in Houston. A lot of people are gonna be here, and you could sign up for the rodeo for like a week, make a certain amount of money, and then leave the job and go back to, you know, back to your business. So better. All right, answer another quick question while I'm right here. Is Houston your forever home? It's too early for me to say that. I'm too young to really honestly have the idea of that I'll be here forever. Can I see myself buying a home in Houston? Definitely, definitely. Do I see myself here for another year or two? Yeah, I can see myself here for another year or two. But I'm too kind of open-minded to really just say I'll be here forever. But I could see building something here for sure, for sure. I am going to Houston in a month, just after I turn 18, all by myself, from South Africa. This is exactly what I mean. People from all around the world are checking out the city of Houston. From South Africa, that's what's up. What is the quickest way to get to know people as an 18-year-old in Houston? I got you. So what I would say is a job. If you get a job down here, that's always a great place to meet people. Just make sure you find the right people, good energy, positive vibes, right? You could go to the gym. The gym is a great way to, you know, meet people. Of course, you could use social media now. That's a tool we have, but you obviously got to be careful with that. Just make sure you can kind of feel out their vibe or check out their resume, which would be like their photos or their videos or whatever they got. And the last thing I would say, maybe through, honestly, I don't even know. I'd be in the crib, I'd be chilling by myself. Hey guys, back at the crib. It was getting a little windy outside. Let's answer a few more questions. So, where's the best part to live to be close to downtown but not deal with too much traffic? If you want to be close to downtown, you're dealing with traffic regardless. Like, you cannot avoid the traffic. Like, downtown is the city of Houston. There's so many jobs down there. Downtown is so beautiful. Like, I love downtown, and everybody recognizes how beautiful it is. So it's not really, you're gonna deal with some type of traffic. You just gotta figure out the best ways to go, which is actually getting there, and then you'll find some ways that are best for you. Next question is, moving to H-Town, do you think my car is safe? This is a good question. Do you think my car is safe at an apartment without a garage covered parking lot? Now, a few months ago, I made a video how somebody came after three of my tires, and they couldn't get the tires in time. I guess they were lacking experience. They couldn't get the lug nugs off. I guess the lug nugs were on strong enough. But yes, you have to take into account that in a booming city, it is a booming business for people to steal car parts and resell those car parts. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you live in a richer area or an area that isn't as rich. It can happen anywhere, and it can happen to anybody. So I haven't had any experiences being in a parking garage and it happening, and I want to keep it that way, but you just really never know. But the best thing you could do is just prepare for that situation just in case. Next question is, what's one thing you wish you would have known before moving? Like I said, I've been here a bunch of times before I actually moved, but that is a good question. I wish I would have known that the woman would be so aggressive. I wish I would have known that, because the woman here, they'll bag you. Facts. Okay, and this is gonna be my last question because I get asked this question a lot, but I'm gonna add more context to it. Safe areas of H-Town you suggest moving. Now, I just wanna put this out here that it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't make it safe. You know what I'm saying? We live in America. It doesn't make it safe. Bun B, you know what I'm saying? UGK, famous rapper, entrepreneur, Bun B. Somebody busted his house, not too long ago. And this is somebody that lives in a gated area. So it can happen anywhere. But I can tell you guys this. If you want to be in the city, if you want to be around, more of the restaurants, more of the stores, more of the events, that type of stuff, you're going to want to look at places like downtown South Houston. Honestly, those are like two of the areas that I really know that it's just booming. You know what I'm saying? I'm around this area. I'm around South Houston. I'm around downtown. And these are the areas where you can get a lot going on. If you want that family type of feel where there's going to be trees, it's more isolated, it's more neighborhood-like. That is more for, like, I would say the Woodlands, Katy, maybe Missouri City, maybe Richmond, Texas. Those are those type of areas, and then you would have to come to Houston to really get that experience, because most people don't even really consider that Houston. And that is going to wrap up this video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was valuable. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the balance of like the lifestyle stuff and answering you guys' questions. And thank you so much for the support. We just hit, like I said, 3,000 subscribers, and we're growing more and more every single day. And those of you that follow the channel, I'm not the type of person that really values the number. I really just value impacting the ones that are already here. But we are growing pretty fast, and if you feel like there's anybody that could use this positive vibe or this valuable content in their life, make sure to share the channel, guys, and make sure to leave a like on this video. It really helps. And if you guys have any more questions, you guys can comment that in the comment section, and I'll make sure I get back to every single one of you guys. Appreciate you guys so much, and like I said, this is just the beginning, and shout out to y'all that are on this journey with me. You know what I'm saying? Just a young dude in a new city trying to better himself every single day. Stay true to self. We'll see you guys later on this week with another video. Thank you so much for the support for probably like the 7th time, but as always, stay true to self, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces. I'm out.